Well, I didn't know. I thought I'd build a few houses. I started off with one, and I built two, and then I built about 100 houses, and then I went in the Seabees for 3 years in the South Pacific.
And that's just the thing. You did all this before you enlisted, before you signed up, before you were.
Well, I did 90 or 100 houses ahead of that, yes.
Yeah. So something must have said to you that this is the right thing for me. What was it?
Well, I built the first house in Rogers Heights with a helper. I did most of the work, but not all of it. And remember, I think I made $800 on it. I said, well, if you could build 100 houses, you could soon be rich. You know, understand, money was different then.
But you were on the right track, clearly.
Yeah.
So, having built the first, in terms of the residential communities,
Yeah.
then you moved toward the commercial, to build places for people to shop.
Well, yes. It wasn't. I didn't build a commercial until I built New Carrollton. About halfway through New Carrollton, I decided I needed a shopping center. So we built a shopping center while we were still building the houses. Well, it goes back to a man that I knew at that time. He was probably 40 years old. And at that time, I was still building houses and doing a lot of work myself with my hands. When he got me aside his office one day, he said, you should think a little bit different. He said, try to buy a piece of land someplace where you can build a few houses, but build a shopping center on the corner, and that'll keep you the rest of your life. I always remember that.
And that worked. Turned out to be good advice.
Yeah. Well, in the very early days, I did a lot of work with my hands. Once I went into a big piece of ground, then I had to delegate a lot of authority to other people, which I did.
Right. And when you found good people, I guess you made sure to hold on to them.
Yeah, some of the people worked for me for probably 30 or 40 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's where I imagine you would learn who you can trust to handle certain projects.
Mm-hmm. That's right, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now,
Have people that you can respect and trust.
you mentioned that word respect. How do you view it? How does respect come into it?
Well, I think if somebody's doing a good job for you, you should try to compensate them and tell them they're doing a good job and then expect them to do more. Well, first of all, my grandfather was a pretty successful farmer. He followed a plow
Okay.
all during the summer. And my father was a carpenter, and they started to build a few houses.
And so,
I was a carpenter when I got out of high school, and I had a newspaper route. And that's another story, but well, I had a newspaper route, and I left high school at 2 o'clock instead of 3.
mm-hmm.
And the English teacher said, I'm going to take you before the professor if you don't come to class every day. I said, I'm not going to do it. And I sort papers. So